Hello everybody, this is Joe from JL Model Railroad. Today I'm doing some work from the bench. I'm getting down to the part where I get to paint, so I'm going to show you some of the procedure I use. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. This is for the pallets of wood that I make. This is a pallet of wood. I just painted the bottom. This is for the wood to rest on. And that goes right into the wood storage shed. Okay, I've already got 4 of these done. And they're simply going to be storage, like that. So, but I need a couple more of these. I'll have a total of 6. I'll probably do 9 and maybe even 12. I'll have 6 up here and then 6 on the bottom. So I'm going to start out by painting this here. This is just burnt umber. Nothing fancy. I'm obviously not painting the wood itself. That's pretty much right from the sawmill. So this is the last part pretty much of the sawmill other than the main office itself, the Newman Lumber office. I'll be doing that after I get the sawdust silo done. I'm struggling with how to make that right now. So I'm just thinking about it some more. It'll come eventually. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to paint this, let it dry, then I'm going to paint the storage shed. I'm going to paint it burnt umber. I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to weather it. I'm going to weather it pretty good. I want to give it the effect that it's been out in the elements for a long time. So I'm going to work on really weathering this particular storage shed more so than most buildings. Okay, well, that's done. We'll stick it over here, let it dry. Now what I did with the paint is it's pretty much a 50-50 mix. 50% paint, 50% water. Because you know, you want it thin. So now we're gonna paint, actually I'll paint the roof first. So let me get a different brush, another brush. This will end up taking probably 2 or 3 coats of paint. Depending on how light I want it to look. Right now I'm just going to get the first coat on. And when I'm done with the first coat, it won't take long to dry. I want it real light. I'll end up putting some black on here to darken it up some. But the key thing is to do it in layers. And this shed and all of Newman Lumber is made out of balsa wood and popsicle sticks. That's what I use for lumber. It's not a kit. This is all scratch built. I came up and made it on my own. I'm learning a lot. And you don't have to get real fussy. You want it to look like the elements are gonna hit it. So, you know, faded is good. Doesn't have to all be unique. See, you're gonna have some spots in here, and I'll touch that in with black and make it look like it's, you know, worn out, weathered. The painting. This is when everything comes to life. When you scratch build, it's pretty tedious. You can't be in a hurry. You really got to take your time. I'm just trying to figure it out. I drew up some rough diagrams as to what I want. But it's different when you take it from paper and then put it into reality here. But, you know, hey, we learn as we go, and then we can only hope to get better. Top bar, framing up here. You know, and I want some of the wood to show through. This is actually trying to simulate metal on these partitions here. That's where the weathering will come into effect. And it's okay if I get it on the wood itself down here, the side to pan on. That's all going to be covered in the burnt umber. You just want to scatter it, hit it here and there. By no means perfect, but it's going to accomplish what I want it to. So you can see the wood grains coming through. That's good. That's kind of what I want. I'll put a little more there. I want the wood grain to come through. It'll look like streaks when I get done weathering. Okay, so that's good for that. Now let's go on and doing the burnt umber. And the thing is too, when you're done painting, then I bought some pastel weathering chalk, and then I'll go through and weather it with some of the pastel chalks. They do a nice job. I'm trying to learn the right combination. You know, I've watched a lot of videos of guys that are really good, but it's difficult when you start doing it. It's easier to watch them do it. So, you know, I'm just learning. And like I said, you don't have to get real fussy. This is all going to be covered. The thing is, you don't want to go side to side. You want to go top to bottom. Let the paint run down. Keep it light on the siding itself. The lighter the better. Drag that down. Now you can see where some of the gray washed over. That's good. See, I like that. I don't mind that at all. I want this storage unit to look like it's been abused. So you can already see the effect that the gray has there. It makes it look like it's aged. That's kind of what I want. That's why I said it's good to have that run through. Those of you that grew up in Woodsville know the weather gets miserable there in the winter. So you want your buildings to show the aging process, just like we are now. We're starting to get some wood grain show through. It looks a lot different too when it dries. It'll take a whole different look. Fill in the cracks with paint. It'll run right down. I like to have the little gaps in there because that's what you normally would see. See the gaps there. It's darkened effect. A little more in here. Okay. Starting to come alive. And we'll hit this in here. My dog Bubba's in here and he's getting antsy. He wants to go out. He's afraid he's missing something. Has to be with me, but then after a while he gets restless. I'm sure anybody that has a black lab knows what I mean. They feel like they gotta be everywhere all the time. I'm gonna be coming through with another gray. Hit the gray again on the roof. And then I'm gonna hit the gray on the siding too. So I thought I would just show you what I do for painting. Okay. There you go. Now, understand, like I said, this is only one coat. I'm probably going to do 3 or 4 different applications of paint, different colors. I'll do some gray, I'll do some black, I'll do some white. You know, here and there, not cover the whole thing. I just want to get the initial layer on. I've learned a lot by watching Boomer Dioramas. Anybody that's interested should watch him, follow him. There ain't too many people out there better than him. The master painter. And he's the one that said to do layers, layers, and layers. Don't worry about how much paint you put on. He said, if you think you screwed it up, you can always fix it. Go back, put more paint on. Different. And like I said, I'm not going to get real fussy. I have a long ways to go. My intention on Woodsville Railroad Diorama is I want to scratch build the whole layout. When I get Newman Lumber done, I'm going to go on and do the Woodsville Elementary School. And for those of you that live in Woodsville, or used to, went to school there like I did, I may, if I have the room, I may try to do the barge in, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how I can pull off the log cabin effect. If I think I can do that, then I'll do it. So we'll see. I think I might have room. It's hard because what determines my room is how big my buildings are, and it's different once you get them on the layout. You know, on paper it looks like you get all kinds of room, then you start putting this stuff together and building it. Now this is as close to HO scale. I'm trying to get as close as I can. Okay. I'm gonna leave you for now, and then I will come back when I'm getting ready to finalize the painting. At least coat 1. Okay? So I will see you soon. That's what it's looking like so far. It's getting there. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, it's Joe. I'm back. I get everything painted, the initial layer. Wanted to show you. I didn't want to bore you through the whole process. I've gone and put all the brown in. Layer 1, the roof, underneath. I didn't do this obviously because you're not going to see it. So the initial layer's on. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to let this dry good throughout the night. Tomorrow morning I will get some black, do a black wash and hit it with that, and then a little bit of white and then I'll let that dry, and then I'll do some weathering. So it'll really take a dramatic effect tomorrow. So I hope you watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit the like button and the little bell, and then you'll get, every time I do a video, you'll get notified. So thanks a lot, and I'll do a video tomorrow following up on my progress. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.